like to call the Butler Township Board of Trustees meeting Tuesday, May 28th, 2024, 6:01 p.m. Please rise to the board for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm going to move forward with the approval of the minutes. Third item on our agenda, we've got our workshop meeting of April 23rd and the regular meeting minutes of April 23rd as well. Any comments on the meeting minutes?
I have none.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the workshop meeting minutes of April 23rd, 2024, and regular meeting minutes of April 23rd, 2024.
Second.
Mr. Pruszynski,
Yes.
Mr. Jackson,
Yes. All right. Fourth item is our public comments. Do we have any public comments from our audience today?
I just have a couple questions.
Please state your name and current address.
Dave Agnes, 7301 Smith.
And Dave, do you have a button you can press there so we can hear you on the sound?
There we go.
Awesome.
Got it.
Thanks, Dave.
Got it. I see it now. Have any of you been notified by the Board of Education of the potential or possible sale of the Merlin Heights property to a local church?
I've heard a few things, but nothing official.
Okay.
Yeah, we've received no applications of any kind or
Okay.
any information on it.
Sure.
So.
Okay, second part of that question would be, it being zoned LCS 2, if you know, is there any specific hoops that they would possibly have to jump through that would be different compared to a regular business?
I couldn't speak to specifically to the uses themselves in LCS 2 without looking at the code.
Sure.
But under the LCS 2 zoning, there will be permitted uses listed and then conditional uses listed. So if it's conditional use, they have to go through a zoning hearing.
Right.
And meet all the conditions that are placed upon them. If it's a regular permitted use, it would just be all the zoning regulations that are in the code, landscaping, parking, all those things.
The typical stuff.
Yeah.
And then depending on whether if they have any extra stuff that they want to have that may not fall within, I know that's kind of vague, but I was just wondering if anything had been.
Yeah, if it doesn't fall, if their use does not fall within the zoning, they would have to go through a variant, or not really variance for uses, but a conditional use or special use or rezoning, depending on what it is.
And the only reason why I'm here asking you is the last two zoning meetings, we wanted to ask those gentlemen, and there hasn't been one, so at least as far as I know, there hasn't. So-
No, we've not had any other zoning
Right.
hearings on that property,
So there's been nothing given
No.
to you? Okay.
No
Yeah.
formal
We just
application.
kind of, of course, the history there, so.
Yeah.
We're just kind of trying to keep ahead of the ball there. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're
That's
welcome.
all I have. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
too. All right. Seeing no other, let's move forward with the administrator's recommendations. Ms. Vogel.
Okay, first, I would like to request a motion to schedule a regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Thursday, June 6th, 2024 at 6 p.m. And this will be primarily for the concrete and asphalt program for 2024 involving the Stillwater Woods plat. And then if anything else comes up in between now and that meeting, we would also add that to the agenda
Okay. So this would be operating as a normal
meeting.
meeting.
Yes. Just a regular meeting of the Board of Trustees. We're just adding it in so we don't have to wait as long in between our next meeting.
Okay. And then we would not have a workshop meeting the following week. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. but then we would still probably have another meeting at the end of June?
Yes, the fourth Tuesday of June.
Okay, so we will have a meeting the first Thursday of June and the fourth Tuesday of June.
Correct. Yep.
All right, I make a motion to schedule a regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Thursday, June 6th, 2024 at 6 PM.
Second.
Ms. Pruszynski?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Okay, next I have resolution number 24-20, a resolution authorizing expenditure from the American Rescue Plan Act Fund 2273 for the fire chief to purchase a 2023 road rescue medic for the purpose of providing emergency medical services. This medic was actually purchased or ordered in 2022, and we're expected to have it delivered in 2025. So this appropriation would take place this year, and then we would carry it over to next year in order to use the ARPA funds for that medic purchase. Originally, the plan was to purchase that through the Fire Capital Reserve Fund, but now it will be paid for through the ARPA funds, which will allow us to move forward with another purchase on the next item on the agenda.
Awesome.
So I'm just curious. We order it in '22. We are appropriating funds now to carry over to pay for it in '25 and receive it in '25.
Yes.
So what will the year of the vehicle be? Of 2023? Like, will it still say?
I got an email today, says it'll probably be at 2026.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
just-
they're putting on the contract what the chassis will be, what year, but they have no idea what it will be in 3 years.
Gotcha.
So-
I just wondered.
So they're
Okay.
thinking it's gonna be a 26.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks.
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay, I make a motion to approve resolution number 24-20, a resolution authorizing expenditure from the American Rescue Plan Act Fund, number 2273, for the fire chief to purchase a 2023 road rescue medic for the purpose of providing emergency medical services.
Second.
Ms. Pruszynski?
Yes.
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 Okay. Resolution number 24-21, a resolution authorizing the fire chief to order for purchase one new 2026 road rescue medic from Burgess Ambulance Sales, Inc. through state bid. The total purchase price on this medic is $337,160. It is planned for delivery in 2028 with a 36-month lead time on that. And this will be paid for through the Fire Fund 2111 in year 2027. Now, the purpose of this, and Dan, you can add on this too, but obviously the purpose of this is to get ahead of schedule a little bit on those medic purchases, being that there is such a long lead time, and then also to lock in the price that they're offering currently.
That's a really good price, I think, too, for that.
That,
No,
I can't believe that we're ordering a medic out for
Well, that
in
was-
advance.
well,
But
this is also strange to me too, because that, very similar medic to this one, I mean, it's gone up $150,000 in 3 or 4 years. So, yeah, and then we're trying to figure out what model year they're gonna be and what chassis is gonna be available. And we'd put this in the capital plan. We thought we could order it, I think it was next year or the following year. We thought that it was gonna get better, because when this medic we bought in November 22 was, they said 30 to 32 months. So that was gonna get better. Well, it's gotten worse, so now it's 36 months. And now this new, the one we ordered in 2022, they're thinking in 36 months. Plus two, just the quote that we received earlier this year to the final quote last week has gone up 1.5%. And it's like,
Wow.
I couldn't believe that. So just, we know the last medic we bought in 22 went up 42%. So it just keeps going up.
Yep.
This is also gonna be a different chassis. It'll be a truck chassis versus a van chassis, which then causes the price to go up some more too. So they're hoping that, the price, we're locking into the medic box price itself. They won't raise the price on us, but we still are subject to whatever Ford says the price is for that chassis when it's our turn to get in line to buy that chassis. We can't buy it yet because it's not available for us to buy. We're just getting in line. It's so strange right now, but yeah.
Chief, does that mean our used is appreciated obviously the same percentage, probably not quite?
Probably not that like that.
Does it mean, I would assume, God forbid something would happen to one of them, should we stick one somewhere?
Yeah, we're gonna hold on to the fourth one, yeah, just because, you know, you can't borrow a medic like you used to be able to from other departments, because they're running them they're running them themselves, or they're having issues too, because everybody used to be able to get approval. We used to buy these in July, and I'd get them in November of the same year. So everybody is 3-4 years behind trying to get their capital plan caught back up, and they're only running one shift. They won't put on a second and third shift. They said it's not profitable, when they're 3 years behind. So I don't know what's going on with the markup, yeah. But it's hard to try to analyze. We thought, 8 to 10 years out, but now it's taken 3 years to buy something. Used to get it in 3 to 6 months. We're just trying to make sure we're caught up. Unfortunately, we had a medic breakdown last night on the highway with a patient, and so that's our oldest medic. And I still think sometimes they know that they may get replaced soon, so they start giving us problems. But hopefully, we've never had any problems with these gas motor medics, ever. So hopefully, it's just a small little glitch, and we'll get it fixed. But we're just trying to make sure we stay ahead. So.
All right.
No further questions.
All right. I make a motion to approve resolution number 24-21, a resolution authorizing the fire chief to order for purchase one new 2026 road rescue medic from Burgess Ambulance Sales, Inc. through state bid.
Second.
Ms. Pruszynski?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes. Alrighty. With those recommendations, we will move forward with informal business. Seeing Chief Porter's not in the room, we will take Chief Alig, unless Chief Porter, do you have any report?
I have nothing to report.
Thank you, Chief. Chief Alig, anything to report?
I have nothing to report except thanks for approving those resolutions so we can keep the medics coming.
Problem. Mr. Barnett.
Yeah, so the street sweeper's down. We believe the transmission's out in it. So we're working on trying to get that repaired, or really, we're still trying to figure out where the best place to send that is right now. And then, obviously, we had some storm damage that came through. That all got cleaned up today. So I'm proud of the guys. They went at it pretty hard all day today, so. Yeah, that's it, really. Yep, just a little bit, as far as tree damage goes type stuff, just so you know, for our roadways, we completely remove the tree. If the tree falls in the road, we take everything but the stump. We can't grind the stump out of the actual property. So we do a total cleanup, to be quite honest with you. Now, the county does not. And so all they will do is remove the tree from the roadway, and literally, what I've known them to do is move the brush back into the right of way, and then they just go on. Now, we have done that at times too, but we will be back on Monday to do a total cleanup, and that's how we've always done it. Now, the county will not. They do not send a crew back out. They're just gonna tell them that, it's your property, man, it's yours to clean up, okay? So, now, if we run into this on some of the county roadways, right-of-ways, call me, call Erica, what have you. Obviously, we'll still leave it, okay? So, that's how we'll roll with that. So, and as far as the utility companies go, if they're just doing a trim and clearing things back, they typically take it with them and they'll take that brush. But if it's during the storm, obviously they will leave it. Yeah, we've never really got involved with backyard utility cleanups or anything like that, and I don't think we have any plans to. But as far as a storm, tree in the road, when we clean it up, we clean it up, okay? That's all I have.
Grateful for that, Jeff. Ms. Vogel.
I just want to make sure everybody knows Shred Day is Saturday from 8:30 to 11:30. So hopefully we got 2 big trucks again, and Day Air is co-sponsoring with us again. So hopefully we have a good turnout for that event. And then we had our update meeting on the Benchwood Station improvements last week. and everything is actually ahead of schedule right now. So that was good to hear. Obviously, you know, there could be other setbacks and things, but they were a couple weeks ahead of schedule, and getting ready to move, is it to the east side, or west side is it next week, probably? They'll be transferring, their work to the other side, to the east side, or the west side of the road, and finishing up on the east side, so. The letters went out to the businesses, the emails, and I got some responses back just saying thank you, and we really have not had many complaints or concerns, so hopefully it stays that way and people are happy and can be patient with the construction, so.
I know the restaurant's gonna be happy. There's a lot more business up there. It seems like, I don't know. It seems like the business has picked up. I know Culver's had all kinds of fluorescent shirts and stuff.
All the contractors.
Granted, I guess Culver's is Van Days, but either way. But yeah.
Traffic is traffic through that whole
But
area.
no, there really hasn't. I haven't had any complaints from any of that up in that area.
Great. Good.
Yes.
Great to hear. Mr. Brush, are we collateralized?
We are, thank you.
Wonderful. Great report. All right. Mr. Thein is excused from this meeting. Ms. Pruszynski.
I just want to congratulate the Butler High School class of 2024 and send them the best for their future.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
We are grateful for that as well in partnership with our schools. I have no report tonight either. Grateful to be finishing up spring and launching into summer. Lots of great things on the horizon for the township overall, but nothing to report on my end either. Do I have a motion for the financial statements?
I make a motion to approve the financial statements and pay the bills of the township.
Second?
Ms. Pruszynski?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes. Alrighty, we need to move into executive session. Do we have a motion to?
I make a motion to move into executive session to consider confidential information related to the marketing plans, specific business strategy, production techniques, trade secrets, or personal financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance and negotiations with other political subdivisions respecting requests for economic development assistance pursuant to ORC 121.22G.
Second.
Ms. Pruszynski?
Yes.
Mr. Jackson?
Yes. Will we conduct business?
No.
When we return, we will not be conducting business. We will simply adjourn the meeting. For those watching online, thank you.